There is no replacing Matt Milano. It's impossible. That is how good he is. I would argue that he is the most important player on that Bills defense and the third most important player on this team behind Josh and Stephon Diggs. Because he is a guy who literally does everything. He can defend the pass, he can defend the run, he's athletic, he's smart, he's instinctual, he communicates well. Like literally everything you want to do, he does as a linebacker. And it sucks because we're Bills fans and we would love to have him on the field, but Bills are having a lot of primetime games coming up now. And I feel bad for football fans in general that they will not be able to watch Matt Milano on the football field because him and Fred Warner are arguably the top two off-ball linebackers. I mean, Milano was first-team All-Pro last year. He was a Pro Bowler. And this year, I would have to check, but I think he was on pace to have a career high in tackles. He only had 101. As good as Matt Milano is, the most tackles he's ever had in a season was 101. So he already had 30 tackles. He had 2 interceptions. He forced a fumble, and he was just all over the field. And the stat that I haven't heard a lot of people talk about was that his passer rating allowed when targeted was a 28. The next best linebacker was Ernest Jones with the 52.1. That's not anything to be scoffed at. I mean, that is a huge separation, 28 to 52. And then for what it's worth, Terrell Bernard was 5th with, I believe, a 55 point something. But that shows the separation that Matt Milano has on the rest of these linebackers. And, going back to how I opened this up, that means that the Bills are going to have to carry this team offensively because the Bills are still going to be good defensively, but they're not going to be dominant. So that means that Allen has to be on his A game, Diggs has to be on his A game, and Ken Dorsey. The pressure just ramped up for Ken Dorsey this year. An interesting stat that I found today is that the last time a Bills player not named Stephon Diggs or Gabe Davis went over 100 receiving yards was December 26, 2021, and that was Isaiah McKenzie when he put up 11 catches for 125 yards and a touchdown versus the Patriots. And for what it's worth, Gabe Davis, he caught 6 balls for 100 yards and a touchdown on Sunday versus Jacksonville. He almost went a full calendar year since he eclipsed the 100-yard mark. The last time he did that was October 9th, 2022, when he erupted for 171 yards versus the Steelers. So the Bills really need to find a third target, maybe even a second target, because Gabe Davis isn't bona fide number 2. He's either boom or bust. So you have Josh Allen, you have Stephon Diggs, but what do you have after that? Because if the offense is going to carry this team now with the depleted defense, I need someone else to step up. I need to see them use Dalton Kincaid more once he's healthy. And for what it's worth, Knox is dealing with that wrist injury, so we'll see his availability. But they signed Trent Sherfield. They signed Deontay Hardy. They drafted Justin Shorter, who will be coming back from his short-term IR stint. I need some of these guys to start stepping up. Or maybe I need Ken Dorsey to start utilizing them better because something's got to give here. We can't just have Allen and Diggs do everything. And I think Trent Sherfield could be an X factor here. I would love to see more of Trent Sherfield moving forward.